Hey, good morning. It's Tom Long. Just a quick update before you listen to this particular podcast episode. I've added some new bumper music, and it's a new project that I'm working on. So if you like it, give me a thumbs up or a quick message. I'd love to hear your feedback on it. Thanks and enjoy. Hey, welcome back. This is Tom on the Middle-Aged Musician Podcast, and I'm recording this the night before a gig in October. Actually, at the place I'm going to be staying, and went ahead and checked in, and going to get a little dinner, and thought I would send a few good thoughts out to all of my fellow middle-aged gigsters, and really every gigster out there. You don't have to be middle-aged; you can be young age, new age. Any age, I guess. Maybe that's what I should call the podcast, the Any Age Musician. But anyhow, this week I guess I just wanted to kind of encourage everyone to really think about their music that they're doing and share a little bit of really cool news. And it's not like groundbreaking or anything, but I just want to say that this past week or so has been a really, really tough week. And I just come out of a gig a few days ago that I really seem to have kind of found my sweet spot on some music, and it just all of a sudden began to click. And when that happens, especially when you're working on putting together sets that you want to draw people into, you want them to enjoy, you don't want to be so self-absorbed that no one can enjoy themselves, but you want to perform and do so in a way that causes people want to hear more, as opposed to thinking with their faces to you, "Gosh, I wish this guy would shut up." So let me just tell you what happened, and this may not be that long of a podcast per se, but at least I can get a couple of things archived here and share with you, and feel free to comment about it or respond or however you want to. So when I do sets, there are two things that I look at primarily when I'm performing. I look at, probably first off, how's the crowd responding? Are they engaged? Are they enjoying themselves? If it's a sing-along kind of situation, are they doing that? If it's a, hey, here's a song and you listen to it type thing, are they listening? If I'm in a fair or at a festival or something where people just kind of come and go at will, are people stopping, or are they just kind of glancing over and kind of seeing that I'm not a pre-recorded musician, that I'm actually live, and then keep going though? So the crowd has a big part in me determining if that was a good set or not. The other side of that is me personally. Am I enjoying it? I've often said that I can do music, and if no one else enjoys it, as long as I enjoy it, then okay, so there's half the battle. I have definitely been out and done music before, or even working with other people on music sets, and I hated the music. I literally just hated it, and just couldn't. All I could think about was, how can I get done and get out of here? But at the same time, there have been times when I've been in venues and I've been doing music, and I have just genuinely enjoyed it. I've enjoyed myself. I've enjoyed the music selection. I've enjoyed the setup and the sound. It has just all been a joy for me. And even if the crowd is not into it, I honestly don't care. I've enjoyed it, and I'm the one that's spending all the time here. Now, obviously, that's not the way you always want to be. I mean, you want to be sure that you're trying to engage people, especially if you want to do this for a long time, as a living or as a hobby, etc. But if I don't enjoy the music, then it makes it really difficult for me to convey to the people that they should get engaged and that they should enjoy it. And so when you have that kind of that flavor or that option, it's really kind of cool that happens. And that happened to me this past gig. where the music I was doing was a little different than what I would typically do, a little more advanced, a little harder. But I was doing it. I was singing well. My voice was in really great tones and great shape. My playing was very clean and succinct, and it just all seemed to come together. And then the crowd was really into it, and people were really responding well. And that, to me, that is just kind of like the mecca of what it is, and for what we do and why we do it. And when you have that to happen, then man, that's the bomb right there. That's where it really works out for you. So I want to tell you that if you're struggling with things that people are not responding to and not enjoying, keep working on it. Keep choosing music first off that you really appreciate and enjoy. And if you're going for crowd pleasing, then sometimes the venue has a lot to do with that too. The type of venues I do, I don't typically work like bars or things like that. So I'm more of a festival, outdoor thing, or coffee shop and those kind of things. So it makes it a little different. The kind of music that I do, it's all acoustic. Rarely, every now and then, I'll have a band, but not often. But it does make a difference when people enjoy listening to you. So definitely want to think through that as well. Well, I know this has been a little crazy, a little rambling, and appreciate you hanging in there with me, but just wanted to share that with you. Occasionally things go right, and when they do, man, it sure is nice to have somebody to share that with and kind of talk through. And appreciate you listening, and hope you have a really good week. So be sure to like the podcast and share. Send comments. I think you can send comments through the most of the podcast platforms. I know you can through Anchor. And love to hear from feedback. Love to hear your story. Love to connect with you. And so appreciate you taking some time to listen. Have a great weekend and a great week that's coming up. And I think I'm going to call it off for the night as soon as I finish.